Hello and welcomes back everyone, welcome to more Wolfenstein: The New Order. We are here in the Resistance bunker, right underneath Berlin it seems. There's a few things we can talk to, but we have been asked to find Klaus and a folder marked Project Whisper, whatever that means. But first of all, let's do the general things. We'll have a look around here. Oh, I mean you actually need to find Project Whisper to talk to her. Fair enough. Let's see what's on these boards then. Last light in England, 1951. The stalwart resistance of the brave people of London has been quelled, claim sources inside London. After the August uprising, which seemed like a turning point for the resistance fighters, the German tyrants unleashed their latest machine of oppression, a monstrous thing called the London Monitor. Eyewitness reports describe the fight as a massacre, with the cobblestone streets drenched in the blood of the brave resistance fighters crushed or gunned down by the giant machine. German elite combat units then proceed to move from block to block, systematically taking out the last remnants of the freedom fighters. The London Monitor, eh? Okay. Royal Air Force down but not out, 1945. The Royal Air Force suffered a major defeat yesterday at the battle over Liverpool. Though major losses were reported on both sides, the RAF were forced to retreat after losing more than 2/3 of their fighters. But even when faced with overwhelming odds, our brave boys in the skies continue to fight for king and country. This fighting spirit may be what constitutes the very essence of Englishness. Us Englishmen, we fight until the very end, said a corner shop owner trying to put out a fire raging inside St. Luke's Church. And I'll be damned if I let some Jerry come here and tell us what to do. Was this man channeling the spirit of the RAF pilot Jameson? Jameson, who was shot down above Liverpool yesterday, burst out of his burning wreckage, his body on fire and armed only with a pistol, and killed 4 German paratroopers before finally succumbing himself. Even as the enemy stands at our doorstep, the RAF will go to hell and back to kick them out of England. Jolly good boys. Didn't realise how many of these we actually could read. Okay. Vancouver, January 3rd, 1947. Earlier this week, a German submarine was sunk in the Cobalt Strait just a few miles off the coast of Cape North. Today, hundreds of ships crossed the Atlantic and the first German troops set forth upon Canadian soil. Now is time to be brave, said the Prime Minister in an emergency radio broadcast. It's now or never. Our boys at the front line need your support. To defend our homeland, to defend our freedom. July 8th, 1948. Early Monday morning, a special assault team launched an attack on the last stronghold of the People's Liberation Army. Within hours, the Republic of China surrendered unconditionally. Experts commented that the Japanese government now have no choice but to give up their territorial claims in Asia. Sources close to Field Marshal claim that a plan is being drawn up for both China and Japan, which will transition the two countries into servant states with separate governments and military. These states will of course be supremely governed by the superior German Empire.
Leave me alone, alright? I don't know you, and I'm not looking to make friends.
That's good and all, but I'm not actually looking at you. Just go back to whatever you're doing. Oh, here's one for us. Prisons escape Eisenwald, October 13th, 1960. Early morning, a small group of prisoners escaped from Eisenwald prison. The prisoners were described by the police as highly dangerous murderers, rapists and degenerates. They advised the public to stay alert for people displaying deviant behaviour and report anything that may help them track down these individuals.
Are you deaf? I'm busy. Fuck off.
Jerk.
Indeed. I'm not even looking at you. Yeah, I'll move slightly away.
That folder, Captain. See if you can find it. It's called Project Whisper. Talk to Klaus.
Yeah. London, 1948. As if blessed by the sun, the German flag hung high this morning over Buckingham Palace to mark the end of the tyrannical monarchy which has plagued the English people for centuries. Field Marshal Geroff Felgelbaum, who led the British invasion, cautioned that armed resistance is to be expected, but the majority of the British people will soon realise how they have been fooled by the British government's warmongering leaders. Following the surrender, the whole of the Commonwealth now falls under German rule, and the remaining armies have been ordered to stand down. Stockholm, 1945. The Red Army were forced to retreat last night from a Moscow engulfed by flames following a week-long German bomb raid. The barrage of mortar fire heard throughout the night and well into early Thursday morning seems to have obliterated what was left of the inner parts of the city. As of yet, there has been no word on the whereabouts of either Joseph Stalin or his high command. And I think we have one more. The Red Surrender in Moscow, 1946. The cold Russian winter bites hard, but one could not tell looking at the rosy smiling faces of the victorious German army and the liberated Russian people. The last battle against the Red Army took place in Izhevsk, following their month-long campaign to siege the Russian capital. A campaign which, after numerous setbacks and hundreds of civilian casualties, caused the Russian people to turn against their own army. With nightly bomb raids by the German Air Force on the Red Army's military factories in the Ural region, it was merely a matter of time before the Russian forces would start to lose their morale. The murderous tyrant Joseph Stalin has yet to be found, but there are rumours circulating that he may have been assassinated by his own men. Wow, that was a lot. A lot of pictures. Oh, we recognise you. These are like people in charge, important people we should deal with. Interesting. Okay. Is there anything else of interest?
I heard you were looking for the Project Whisper folder. It's not here. Obviously.
You're gonna be fun to mess with, aren't you? You're very, a numbers woman. Is there anything of interest? Wow. You don't get out much, do you? Okay, let's continue our exploration then. This is locked. Do we have a map? We do. Okay, so that leads back to the fountain where we started. The tide is turning. Food supplies. Ah, upstairs, I see. This is also locked.
Max ist so schön die ganze Zeit nach dem Hammer. Hast du ihn gesehen?
Make toss.
Wait, what? We just saw a picture of ourselves? Oh, we just gained a model. Fair enough. Oh, hello. Max and Klaus.
You know about before going off on you like that's a force of habit.
No worries, Johnny Cowboy. It's not the first time it happens.
Yeah, perhaps you should consider removing them tattoos.
I will, in time. I was, as you Americans say, all wet when I got them. And I'm sorry to say it was a very proud moment of my life. I want removing them to be an even prouder moment. No more Nazis, no more tattoos.
So long as you don't get in the way of me killing Nazis, we'll see eye to eye. Caroline's looking for a document folder, Project Whisper.
Max doesn't speak English very well, but he does know Project Whisper. It's a risky business operation. He knows it will cost us to pull it out. Max doesn't like violence. He doesn't want to see anyone get hurt. Alles in Ordnung, mein Sohn. Wir werden für dich kämpfen.
Caroline said you borrowed the folder. Do you have it here?
I did take it 2 days ago, but I put it back. Go to the ground floor. The folder should be in the drawer in a desk in her room, where I left it. Make a looky-loo in Caroline's room. The folder should be inside a desk.
God, we've become an errand boy. Who would have knew? It's like Dragon Age Inquisition all over again.
Max's room. This room looks empty. Maybe we could sleep in here. Could use some shut-eye.
We can actually sleep as well. Interesting. Ah, maybe. Oh. Where's the music come from? Oh. Read about these. Record found. Okay, let's stop that before I get a copyright strike. Bicycle parts. Some more notes here. Holy hell, there's a lot of them. Oh well, I said this was going to be a quiet episode where not much gets done. America rises from the ashes. The American spirit rises in the shadow of the mushroom-shaped cloud that was produced by Germany's evil atom bomb when it hit New York. Cells of freedom fighters have assembled across the country and are taking up arms. Though targeted attacks on German VIPs and bombings of crucial military installations, the American resistance is making it very difficult for the invaders to remain in control. Reports claim that the German invaders have become so desperate they are shipping elite anti-rebel units from China to prevent the insurrection from spreading. Eyewitness accounts also describe mass executions of civilians as punishment for attacks performed by the freedom fighters. Editorial: Germany has betrayed us. 1949 in Rome. And so we must face the bitter truth. We, the Italian people, have been fooled into thinking that our northern ally would be our country's salvation and a collaborator in rebuilding Italy to its former glory. Reports from the north are coming in describing German tanks and infantry turning against our soldiers and attacking our own people. Witnesses describe horrible scenes of whole villages burnt and plundered. We are now just days away from a complete invasion, and our weak government is incapable of doing anything about it. I advise all Italians not to surrender. Do not bow down to the will of the invaders. Rise up and take arms. Do whatever you can to fight back against tyranny. Rise for freedom. The liberation of America has begun. 1949. The honourable German peace troops embarked on a nationwide victory tour this week. The goal of this operation is to liberate the oppressed American people and protect them from dangerous insurgent elements. All remaining American military personnel are advised to stand down and report to the nearest German checkpoint. Once there, they will be issued a labour card assigning them to work on rebuilding the country according to the superior cultural standards of the new regime. Benevolent liberators guard China's borders. Shanghai, 1953. Thanks to the ingenuity of German engineers, the Great Wall of China has been reinforced and upgraded by our benevolent German liberators. Hundreds of powerful automatic flak cannons have been installed along the wall, guarding the airspace from any potential invaders from Mongolian territories. Elite German troops have also been stationed from one end to the other to guard the border. This is a great act of generosity bestowed by our benevolent liberators, symbolically marking the beginning of a new era of peace in Asia. Or keep the Chinese people inside their borders, but, you know, make of it what you will. And this one we probably should have read first. America loses naval supremacy, 1946. The Americans are on their knees, Field Marshal Franz Gustav Bayers told the gathered reporters during today's press conference. The superior German submarine fleet, accompanied by its loyal Japanese allies, has helped Germany achieve a major victory in the Pacific, with more than half of the American fleet destroyed at the Battle of Leyte Gulf alone. Oh, and here's another. Is the terror threat finally over? Berlin, 1960. Actually, the same day, November 13th. That made the same day as we broke out. Might have to double check that. A strange feeling of serenity comes over me as I walk my morning promenade along Unter den Linden. At first I struggle to understand what this feeling comes from and why I haven't felt it for so long. And then it hits me. For the last 6 months, there's been no terrorist activity. No ruthless killing sprees against innocent civilians. No car bombs in peaceful neighbourhoods. No suicide attacks on public transports. Has the secret police, once and for all, won the war against terrorism? Where was... Oh, we have even more here. Okay. A Atomic bomb hits America, 1948. The largest bomb ever invented was dropped 13 hours ago on New York City, largely decimating Manhattan and killing over 200,000 people. It is an atomic bomb, said a great leader in a radio broadcast speech to the public. 20,000 times more powerful than the biggest bomb ever created before. But more than a bomb, it is a warning to the American people. America surrenders, 1948. Speaking to the American people in the falling snow of Christmas Eve, the President of the United States declared the government's total surrender to the German army. The announcement comes just days after the atomic bomb was dropped on New York. This final act of violence may have saved millions of lives that would have resulted from a land invasion of America, said the German leader in a press statement following the announcement. I applaud the President for taking such a brave decision. After the President's speech, a spectacular show was put on by the invading troops, parading down the streets of Washington to the roaring sound of German jet fighters passing overhead. Even more spectacular were the massive mechanical beasts known as Panzerhunsen, or armoured dogs hulking over the crowds. Japan pushed back. Another threat approaches. 1948. It was a proud moment for the Republic of China and the People's Liberation Army as the Japanese were pushed back into the Hubei province. Yet from the north, another dark menace approaches at a swift pace. The German army has overthrown the brave Russian Empire and is now moving towards China. During a rousing speech earlier today, the chairman spoke of his faith in the Chinese people. A unified China cannot be defeated, he said. A unified China cannot be conquered. A unified China will never surrender. And yet you kinda did. But then, I can't really blame you, a lot of people did. Up here? Tools? Tools. Let's explore a little. Oh. Ooh, thank you. Oh. Can't even practice throwing them. Oh well. Ooh. Well, this could be important. And another bed. So it was October 13th, 1960, wasn't it? I can't remember that number. Hey, Fergus. How you doing, man?
Bloody fuck, Blazkowicz, I'm knackered. I haven't seen a real bed in months. Fuck off for a minute so I can sleep, right? Wake me if, let's say, the sky's about to fall or some sort of shite. Fuck it, just go away.
Fair enough, Fergus. Have a good sleep. I'm guessing this is your office, or maybe it's down there. Now, where were those notes?
Thank you.
Oh. Oh, ciphers. Is it this one? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was October 13th. Oh. Really? We just knew that was there. Or maybe it was a bit too obvious. Oh well, before we do that then, let's... Let's continue exploring. Why? Because I'm a curious person. Where are we? Oh, I think that's where we came in. Oh, hello. If we go across here, can we get back? Oh, wait. Yeah, this is another way to the upper level. Okay. Maybe that'll be important for later as well. We will bear that in mind. Interesting.
Hey, it's not in there. Already looked. Anyway, I forgot to tell you. Try and not speak about Project Whisper when Max is around. He heard us discussing the plans for it, and it really upsets him.
Cheers.
A toy. What's it doing in Caroline's room?
So where's it meant to be then? Oh,
You can handle killing a man, Anya. Takes a very special mindset to kill a man, Anya. Even if he is a Nazi. I'm not sure you have it in you, but maybe you can convince me. God knows we can always use more shooters.
great. So we need to go exploring again. Have you seen it? Nope.
I'm busy. Can't you see I'm working? Like a dumb monkey, this one. Oh, idiot.
So, Project Whisper isn't in her room then. Okay, we'll go back exploring. Oh, hi.
Someone spilled nails on the floor and just left them. Like a kid would do.
Oh, hi.
What is Max hiding in there? Is that the Project Whisper folder? Either need a crowbar or find a way around.
What's Max up to then? Oh, wait. Yeah, I think we could, well, could try going this way and see what happens. Yeah, let's go back this way. You never know, the crowbar might be en route. See if anything's highlighted for us. Nope. There we go. Where's Klaus gone? Oh. Oh, okay, he's looking after. Hey, we can access level now. Wasn't that fun, everyone?
Much obliged, Captain Blazkowicz. You ready for an assignment? Friends and comrades, this is it. Project Whisper. It's been in development for years. A helicopter aircraft. The Nazis have found a way to make it virtually silent in flight and undetectable by means of radar. Anya has decrypted the Nazi chatter out of London and located the only 3 prototypes in existence at the London Nautica research facilities there. With Captain Blazkowicz on the team, we are finally strong enough to strike at the operations. The days of scurrying like rats are over. With these machines in our possession, we can go anywhere, hit anything. We will rebuild the Kreisau Circle, arm ourselves to the hilt. We will rise up and take down Death's Head for good. They think the war's over, that we are weak, beaten, don't have the guts to oppose them. And as always, they are wrong.
I've got a 14-hour drive. I've got a sinus infection. I haven't had a full night's sleep in 8 months. So let's go, people. Because I'm not doing this again.
You've got balls of steel, Bobby Brown.
Stop. I just want to get this over with.
Happy lad, isn't he?
Blondie, beruhig dich!
Oh, we're in London now. That was quick.
Danke. Sie können passieren. Herr Hitler!
Oh, Hitler. Fucking Nazi twit. This big fucking disgrace of a building is a London Nautica. This used to be downtown London. Used to be fighting in the streets over here. I mean, furious, unrelenting resistance. And then the Nazis brought in the London Monitor and everything went to shit from there. They just do whatsoever they please now. They just fucking leveled everything and erected this fucking monstrosity. It's a top Nazi research facility, this is. Aviation, space, all kinds of evil shit transpiring. Caroline and the other pilots should be over the radio tower by now, you see it?
Yeah, I see
He's
it.
operating the radio back in Berlin. You can reach him using this.
Really, the radio extends that far? Well, I suppose I might be using the radio station.
So long, Blazkowicz. You make this count, all right?
Oh no.
Whoa! Well, alright then. Fuck!
Jesus, he's done it, hasn't he? Almost 300 kilos of explosives in that trunk. Could feel the shock wave from over here. It's all up to you now, Blazkowicz. We are moving into position at the top of the radio tower, approximately 7 blocks from your location. You'll have to find a way to the top floor of the Nautica and open the hangar doors. That way me and the other pilots can get inside.
Well, that was certainly a thing. I think I will end this video here. When we come back, we'll attempt our assault on the London Nautica. So, this has been AnthWolf, and I hope you've all enjoyed this episode. It's been very slow up until the last couple of minutes, and then everything kicked off as it normally does. So, and I'll see you for more action in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye now.